Assalamualaikum dan selamat datang ke Borak F1 bersama saya Tajul Arifin. Untuk video kali ini kita akan buat lagi satu video reaction. Video kali ini adalah mengenai McLaren punya new wind tunnel, wind tunnel yang terbaru mereka. Jom kita sama-sama saksikan.
I'm Christian and I'm the Director of R&D and Technology at McLaren F1.
Nak
Our wind tunnel
Ui
is
lah,
in the McLaren Technology Center
lawa
and right next to
McLaren dia
our
punya
engineering
ni,
offices. This is
office
very important because the engineers working on all the geometries to make the car go faster need to be close to the experiment that we run in the wind tunnel. Wind tunnels are a critical part of developing a Formula One car. The ideas are generated by the engineers and they will make a lot of simulations to evaluate different geometries. Some of these geometries who look promising then get turned into parts that we test on the wind tunnel model. And during the test run, the model moves into different attitudes to simulate straight line running and different cornering conditions. We are then measuring the forces and moments and the pressures, as well as other important parameters, to say if a configuration is better or worse. And the most performance solutions will actually turn into car parts that make the car faster on the track. I'm here behind the fan of the wind tunnel. The air is coming down a long straight section and coming into the turn where it goes towards the heat exchanger. Let me show you.
style Masa dia masuk tu kan. Oh, masuk tu.
Behind me is the heat exchanger and all air going around in the circle has to pass through the heat exchanger and is cooled down to 20 degrees per second. This way we have a controlled set parameters in the test section where we actually develop the model. The fan accelerates the air in a full circle. At run-up it consumes up to 1 megawatt of power, but once the air is in motion this is much less. In the test section we have a wind speed of 50 meters per second, which is regulated by the FAA, as well as the scale of the model, which is 60% of the full-scale car. So I can't show you the test section unfortunately, but I can show you the fan as a close-up. Behind me is the fan of our wind tunnel.
Besar.
What actually is the
Taklah
fan?
besar sangat. Okey
In
je.
the end, it's a very
Dan nampak
large
macam besar
electric
tapi biasa
motor
je.
with two bearings either end. And around it are different blades, and these blades actually accelerate the air. The gap between the blade and the tube around it is really small, which is important for efficiency of the fan. And at the moment the machine is off, of course, but we can actually turn it. Earlier we have been right next to the fan inside of the wind tunnel. Now we're on the outside and it's actually running. It's really loud and it's much quieter on the control room where the engineers work. But this is pretty much everything we can show about the wind tunnel. I hope you find it interesting. Thank you very much.
McLaren baru tahu dia ada apa? Ada wind tunnel baru. Sebab sebelum ni kita ada dengar memang new HQ untuk Aston Martin yang sedang dibina. Rasanya bangunan HQ yang utama dah siap dan untuk tahun-tahun mendatang untuk wind tunnel dan sebagainya. Untuk McLaren ada wind tunnel baru memang kata apa? Sebab wind tunnel ni penting untuk aerodinamik. Jadi kalau kita ada mungkin satu pasukan tersebut ataupun tim ada wind tunnel yang canggih dan lebih sensitif, pastinya untuk membina sangat membantu dalam pembinaan aerodinamik dalam pembinaan aerodinamik. So sangat penting lah. So dengan berita yang kita tahu ni, kita memang McLaren ni tim lama. So ramai juga sebenarnya peminat-peminat McLaren selain peminat Mercedes, Red Bull, Ferrari. Selain tiga tu, McLaren pun antara ramai juga meminati pasukan tersebut. So kita mengharapkanlah tahun-tahun mendatang mungkin McLaren punya aerodinamik lebih mantap. Itu yang kita harapkanlah. Okey, apa-apa pun itu saja video untuk reaction saya pada kali ini. Untuk korang yang suka video ini, jangan lupa like video ini, share pada kawan-kawan mana-mana yang meminati F1 juga F1 ataupun Formula 1. Jangan lupa subscribe channel kami untuk video-video seperti ini. Dan itu saja daripada saya, Tajul dengan Borak F1. Bye-bye.